Hey everyone, it's KTL, the world's #1 speaker coach. And I want to talk to you today about having all the pieces to the puzzle. The reason why you're not a high fee speaker is because you're missing pieces to the puzzle. Now look at your speaker business like it's a beautiful picture. You're trying to paint this masterpiece. And if you look at when you buy a puzzle, let's say you're going to buy a puzzle and it's some trees on a lake and it has grass, has a barn, the sun is shining, some birds are flying, and it's a nice landscape. It's a beautiful portrait once you get all the pieces of the puzzle together. But the reason why the picture doesn't look beautiful yet, although you may have a vision about what you want to do with your speaker business, it doesn't look beautiful because you don't have all the pieces to the puzzle. So if you are putting the puzzle together, you understand that when I'm putting the puzzle together, I put all the blue pieces together because I know that's the sky. I put all the green pieces together because I know that's the grass. If the barn is red, I'm putting all the pieces together. I'm color coding the pieces first so I can at least start figuring out how does it fit into the rest of the puzzle. So see, you're not booking high fee speaking gigs because first of all, you're missing pieces to your speaker puzzle. You don't know where to start. You don't know how to contact the conference coordinator. You don't know how to ask for the high fee speaking gigs. You have horrible messaging. You don't have the right kind of sales tools. You're talking way too much. Many of you just simply don't have the pieces to the puzzle. It's not that you can't do it. It's that you're missing the pieces to the puzzle. And the type of neglect that I see of knowing that you need to build the whole picture, put the whole picture together, make it all come together, the type of neglect of realizing that you need these pieces, but you're not doing anything to go and get the right help so you can build the right kind of puzzle so the full picture will come together to build your speaker business is just beyond me sometimes. So there are certain things that you need in order to make all the pieces fit together. And this is why I dedicated the rest of my life to being a speaker coach, to making sure that people understand the speaker business, because there are so many things that are misnomers, misunderstandings, lack of information. You can't Google a lot of this stuff. If you could Google it, everybody would just go to Google and say how to be a high fee speaker, and a whole list of things would come down there, and then you could implement those things very quickly, and then you'd be off and running, booking speaking engagements for $5,000+. But it's not happening like that, is it? And here's the reason why. You're not booking the high fee speaking gigs because you don't have all the pieces to the puzzle. So the thing is this, okay, remember my example early in the video when I was talking about when I put a puzzle together, it's fun. If I'm looking at a puzzle with some sky, some birds, a red barn, some grass, some sky, some water, I need to start grouping things together that go together. So think about this. If you need to start building your speeches, your hour keynote speeches, your half-day programs, your full-day programs, you need to start putting things together that help you build the proper messaging. Like at speakerfocus.com, we have a signature program template to help you put together the messaging. Now you have the pieces of the puzzle that all go together with the messaging. That means presenting your signature programs in an organized way. That means learning the art and science behind delivering the message. So all of these things go together. Now, then the next thing you got is your sales tools. Your sales tools is another piece of the puzzle. Maybe that's going to be the sky. So you color code everything that matches with the sky. So now you got to put all the sales tools together. You got to have a website with one call to action. You got to make sure you have your speaker video demo put together the right way, about 3 to 5 minutes. You got to make sure you have the speaker info kit downloadable in a PDF format right there from the website. See, now you are starting to get the idea. See, you're not booking high fee speaking gigs because you don't have none of the stuff that I'm telling you about. How in the hell are you supposed to be able to put together the whole puzzle unless you have the things that I'm talking about? See, nobody else is telling you this because they're too busy trying to get your credit card information. I just want to give you the game. You've got to start looking at your speaker business like it's a big ass puzzle. Now, are you missing pieces to the puzzle? If you know you do, you got to go get some help. You are not going to just go purchase these pieces from anywhere. You've got to have a strategy. You've got to seek higher level mentorship, mastermind mentorship, multi-million dollar, billion dollar mentorship. These strategies that you're currently in possession with is going to leave your picture empty. Or you're going to have it halfway complete, because a lot of you have it halfway right, but you don't have it all the way wrong. You just are missing the rest of the pieces of the puzzle. So you got to go get these pieces to the puzzle. Now, the other piece to the puzzle is going to be the automation. So the automation may represent the barn, because there's a whole lot of work that's going on inside the barn. If your barn is red, we got to start grouping all the pieces together that fit the automation. So now as you're putting the automation together, think about landing pages and sales funnels and lead generation and attracting these target buyers to your sales funnel, and then converting these leads with a high level of predictability and consistency. Sales is another thing. Most speakers are horrible at sales. They don't know how to request the right kind of fee. They don't know how to manage the conference coordinator the right way. They don't know how to have the proper pricing conversation. These are all things that are supposed to fit together in your piece to make this masterpiece that you have for your picture. You're missing pieces to the puzzle. I remember my grandmother and my dad used to hide the pieces to the puzzle, and because my grandmother wanted to be the last one to fit the last piece of the puzzle there. Then she had the whole picture. I mean, they used to put together puzzles all the time. I use the puzzle reference because it's very valid, and I talk to people every single day that's just missing pieces to the puzzle. Excuse me. If you have the proper pieces to your speaker business, you will be able to build out a very artful and beautiful masterpiece. But that is not going to happen unless you start taking the time to acquire those pieces to the puzzle. And a lot of times what's happening is you sign up for a coaching program, and I don't have the answers of why they're not doing this, but a lot of times they are missing pieces to the puzzle. They may cover telling you how to, giving you the information on how to tell a cute story. Oh, focus. They're not really telling you how to build the messaging or copywriting. They're telling you how to tell a really elaborate story. That's just part of the game. That's just a piece of the puzzle, but it's not all of it. Another speaker program may tell you you can go get a TED Talk. They're giving you the what, but they're not telling you how to do it. I mean, it's all kinds of horror stories about people signing up for certification programs, but they still don't know how to book speaking engagements. See, these are all pieces to the puzzle. Messaging, branding, sales tools, marketing, having a high business IQ to actually run a real speaker business. You got to be a CEO, so you need entrepreneurial training. Also, automation, sales funnels, landing pages, making sure that you can convert the leads into revenue, having the proper pricing conversation, making sure that you understand the art and science behind delivering the message, making sure you understand how to book speaking engagements, and group them all together. I mean, this is just a tip of the iceberg with all the little pieces. I'm talking about sometimes you have 1,000 different pieces to a puzzle. The bigger your puzzle is, the more pieces it is. So are you willing to go out and acquire those moving or missing pieces to your puzzle so you can create this masterpiece? If you take your speaker business serious, it truly will reward you for a lifetime, but you have to build it the right way first. I hope this video helped. I got plenty more coming for you. I see this every single day. I'm in a privileged position having the #1 platform for speaker marketing because we cover it all. See, I have a very unique experience that I've been through in my speaking career that gave me a very unique market position where I could share this kind of information with you. It was a time when I didn't know, but I tell you what, I had my ass handed to me in a whole lot of pieces, and I had to learn the hard way. Some of us have to go through it the hardest way possible so we can make it easier for everybody else. And that's what we do at speakerfocus.com. I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. Think about the analogy I talked about having the right kind of pieces to your puzzle and making your speaker business everything you need it to be.